Welcome back. Well, you saw the title there, didn't you? Arise. They were here 2 weeks ago, and they told us about the... No, no.
You said arise.
No, they say like they say in Yoruba, Moyonda.
Okay.
You may sit.
Okay.
They came and told us about their walk, which happened last week. Now, think back. What do you remember about last week?
Rain,
Saturday.
rain, go away, come again another day.
The heaviest rain most of us have seen since the beginning of 2019.
Ah, yeah.
And guess what? They were
They're
all
still
out
out
there
there.
walking and dancing in the rain to the glory of God. But then they are set to hold the 11th edition of their conference on the 26th of this month at the City of David, City of David in Victoria Island in Lagos. They are expecting a lot of dignitaries, well, a lot of people, let us say. And BJ Sachs is here with them again today.
You had to take your time.
Yes, to say BJ Sachs again.
Yes, I have to be here with them.
Good morning, BJ
morning.
Sachs, and welcome to Sunrise again.
Again and again and again.
Also in the studio is Mrs. Feyi Oshinukwebi. Good morning. Miss Kemi Ijalaye.
Good morning.
And I was asking her the question before we went on air, is Aye really Ija? Well, but she didn't answer me, but we'll talk about that after this segment. And of course, they're all led by Mrs. Iyaboladipo. Good morning, and thank you very much for coming.
Good morning. Thank you for having us again.
Just in 2 sentences, tell us about last week, Saturday.
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. We were dancing and running and playing in the rain, and there were occasional puff-puff breaks. And but it really went well. We had DJs, we had DJ Copy, we had Daniela Mokachi was with us, we had Tim Godfrey. There was so much going on, and it was just a relaxed and in the rain, and people didn't go home. I actually had a poncho, a rain, but a lot of people didn't have umbrellas, and they were all there, and we were all just having fun. In fact, one or two people came. One lady came and looked at us. She was in her car, and she looked at me and she said, "You guys are." It's like there's something else going on here, but it was so much fun. It was nice. It was great.
Okay, so we have the Women's Conference coming up, and the theme is
Bloom.
Bloom.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Ijalaye, what is that all about? Why are we about to bloom?
Okay, so basically what is expected is every woman is unique in her own way, and then we expect there's no limitation to any woman. So we're saying arise and bloom. There's a lot more you can do. There's a lot more you can do in your surrounding. There's a lot more on the inside of you can bring out to show the world that, oh, I am an arise woman and I'm ready to bloom. So advising every woman from every walks of life to come out, to arise and bloom on Saturday.
Or is it that they can't bloom anywhere else other than the rest?
Well, there's a lot in stock for them to discover on that day.
So, Mrs. Oshinukwebi, what should those people expect who are coming this year, especially those who will be coming for the first time?
There's so many things to expect. We have free medical care. We're using 4 venues because the main auditorium of the City of David is too small to accommodate the about 10,000 women that we're catering for. We have the incubator where we're going to have free medical treatment for anybody who needs medical attention, who cannot afford to have dental treatment. We have free eyeglasses for people who want it. We have screening, blood screening, where we can diagnose some basic ailments and then refer them to clinics. We have our own free clinic twice a month around that area as well. And then, of course, we're going to have people who are going to speak to the women to encourage them. Remember, the theme is Bloom. We're supposed to attain the best that we can as women. So we're going to have Ibukun Awoshika, who is going to talk to them, encourage them to be the best that they can be, and know that it's never too late for them. We're going to have those who are going to speak. We're going to have Mrs. Ahmed, who is going to preach the word to them to encourage you. Remember, everybody, you have body, soul, and spirit. So we're going to treat the body. We're going to encourage. We're going to have musical acts with BJ Sax and his team, just to cheer everybody up and know that there's nothing that we cannot attain, and there are no limitations for us, even as women. So there are so many things, depending on what you want. We have free gifts for people who are coming. We have souvenirs, just things to remember the program. But it's just a way of charging women up to know that there's nothing that they cannot achieve. And then if they have
Apart from
physical...
BJ Sax, can
Yeah.
men come?
You know, if they don't feel intimidated, they can come. Because we are mostly women. But you know, those things, we need men around us to support us.
Can
And
they
then-
also go for the medical checkups? and
Yes,
all that?
Yes,
Yes.
they
Anybody,
Especially
anybody can.
eyeglasses,
Eyeglasses. We
dental.
have some
Yeah,
But BJ Sax has to go for vocal checks.
Well,
Because he's been blowing
pass-
his
We'll
wind.
see him
pass
at
the
our
test.
twice monthly clinics, because we need him on that day.
Okay.
He'll be on duty, so he can go to the clinic some of the
There
time,
so
but not on
men have
that
to
day.
support women, you know, and that's why BJ Sax is always here to support. You know?
Yeah.
So I won't be there alone. There'll be Tim Godfrey, there'll be Nathaniel Bassi, there'll be Bukola Beckers, there'll be Big Bolaji, and so
Tope Alabi.
there'll be Tope Alabi, there'll be Chioma
Chioma
Jesus.
Jesus.
So it's a very, very, very packed event, interesting event. You know,
Okay.
and you all want to be there.
Well,
It's supposed to be
you
a
are welcome.
conference. So where does music come into all of this? Is it during tea break he'll be serenading you all, or what?
So it's like a day-long event. So you don't expect people to sit down from 11 till about 7, 8. You understand? So in between the speaking sessions, there'll be music break where people stand up, dance, you know, and the spirits will be lifted.
Yeah.
Mrs. Ladipo, why should anybody come? I mean, we talked about things to expect, but this is the 11th, right?
Yes.
So it's been over a decade this has been happening. So why should I even bother? I came for the first, I came for the second, I came for the third.
Because there's something new. We have something new to offer every time. The speakers are proven speakers. I'm sure you've heard, or you must have heard of Ibukun Awushika, for instance. Every year we have speakers who challenge us, who encourage us, who, you know, you listen to them and you say, wow, I didn't know that, or I didn't know I can do better in this area or in that area. We have Reverend Mrs. Alade Tuberu. Adetuberu also coming. We have, and this year I think it may be difficult to put numbers to it, but I'm sure we're almost the largest women's gathering in Lagos, if not in Nigeria. The excellencies, they all come. All the governors' wives. We have about right now we have at least 8 confirmed governors' wives who will be coming, who are also coming to listen and be imparted and be impacted. There's just so much. And then when you come, you also see other women, and then you hear of other things that we're doing. You hear about, for instance, the skill empowerment program that we're doing. This year we trained over 1,000 women, and we trained them in skills, catering, tailoring, digital marketing, bead making.
I want to learn tailoring.
Coincidentally, it was a guy that we had teaching wig making, wigs. It was a guy that we had teaching that. So we had soap, them learning soap making, and a lot of them have learned, and they become professionals at that. So you hear about other things, so there's always something else.
Do you do, like, in follow-up, after these trainings and after these conferences, do you do, like, follow-up, marking them to see that which was taught is being executed?
Exactly. We actually even set up WhatsApp groups within the groups. And like I said, we have people that we trained that are trainers now, that join us to train the new sets. We have people that we've also sent out to, even for more training, that have learned and that have come to say, oh, they're now making their own soap. They have NAFDAC numbers now. So we have, we do follow. Maybe not, we can't get all of them, but we have a good number that we're tracking.
Kemi, would this be your 10th conference, or would this be your 11th or your 4th or your 1st?
Well, I started fully at the 5th, 6th year.
Okay, so this would be like your 5th conference.
Yes.
Tell us a bit of how has it been for you?
Okay, it's been very
Maybe
impactful.
just one testimony.
Okay, so like I'm here today now. You know, I've looked at great women. I've looked up to great women inspire us when they come and talk about where they have been, where they are, and what they're looking forward to. So sometimes you need some level of motivation to say, okay, I need to keep going. Okay, what do I need to do? What's the next step? What's my next part of life to go to? And when you come to listen to these great women, you tend to understand, okay, you know what, they have a story, and then from where they're coming from, they're looking forward to somewhere. So I stay motivated in that space, and then I look forward to listening to more of them. And even Dr. Shiju, the convener as well, she has a story as well, and then where she was, and then where she's going to. And even Arise is a testimony on its own from where we started years back and where we are presently.
Mrs.
So it's
Oshinobabi,
motivating.
are there those who have been part of this conference who, after a while, became speakers in the conference as well?
I mean, oh yeah, yeah. We've had quite a few people like Mrs. Ahmed used to be just. I mean, one of the dignitaries. She's former governor's wife, and then after a while, she started leading in some aspect of the prayers. And this year, she's going to be a speaker. So we actually have people who have grown even within the Arise group and whose status changed over time. The truth is that we have a lot of, even with those who don't come every year, they are still Arise women, and they still contribute from whatever they can into the success of the conference. We've had support from the Lagos State Ministry, especially for the medical, for what we do medically for these people. And even over the years, we even have one of those dignitaries contributing personally to make sure that we have a successful medical outreach every year. It's actually sponsored by one of the dignitaries. And then, of course, we provide the manpower and make sure that everything goes on smoothly. So we had people change status, but most of the statuses have changed upward and not, yeah.
Okay,
So you have doctors and nurses who are going to run the medical outreach,
Yeah,
sort of.
Yeah, mostly, and it's free. They donate their
They're
their
volunteering.
expertise. Yeah, they're volunteers. We just, sometimes just give them gifts to make sure. Like this year, the dental outreach is by Shops.
Yes,
And
Shops Dental
Shops
Clinic.
Dental Clinic.
No, not they've been running it for the past 3 years.
3 years,
or so.
yeah.
Shops.
So, and we have quite a lot of volunteers, the nurses and doctors who come to make sure that everything is, so most of the, even the eyeglasses, the amount we pay, we know that it's just so that we'll have a successful outreach, not necessarily the amount that we would have paid if we had sourced them, from other places.
Okay. Now, BJ, now we understand, I mean, they've told us that this thing is going to take place in 3 locations. The City of David is too small. 4 locations. How's this going to work?
Okay, there are screens and there are sound systems at each venue.
So what's going on in the, I suppose,
At
the main place is
which
City
is
of
the City
David.
David,
It's streamed.
It's
So
streamed
the-
at the different venues.
And then there are live musicians
There are live musicians
in
at the
every
different
hall.
venues.
Okay.
So if there's a live musician ministering in one hall, there may be a different one in another hall. There may be a different,
And
and then
all
they
is happening
move, they move around. So every hall is getting a vibrant experience, a very vibrant experience.
He's doing the boom.
In fact, we have them competing. People in Havila are saying they had a better time than people in COD, and people
Red
in COD are
carpets.
saying they had a better time than Carpet. It's really
Okay.
great.
So City of David, 26th of October. Yes, 26th of
26th of
October.
October.
What time?
11 a.m.
11 a.m.
is when we start, but people start arriving.
Yes, and we already have musical acts starting from 9 a.m. We have your people singing, dancing from 9 a.m. Yeah.
Okay. We shall pray that the heavens do not open up like they did last weekend.
We pray.
And we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
very much.
And thank you very much for coming, Mrs. Iyabo Ladipo, Mrs. Feyi Oshinopebi, Miss Kemi Ijalaye, and the one and only DJ Sax.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all very much for coming. Of course, he's ready to sign us off.